Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode. In today's episode, we're out here in the Montes De Ame. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but the Montes De Ame neighborhood in Merida, Mexico. Let me show you a little bit around my surroundings. As you guys can see there, look, there's apartment buildings over there. There's nice, you know, buildings and infrastructure and construction out here, and as there is in front of me. In fact, what I'm gonna do now, as you already know, I'm gonna flip the camera around and I'm just gonna show you what's in front of me as we walk around this neighborhood. Now, I was in this neighborhood today because I was seeing a new client that came out here to visit and is probably living out here, just like I see a lot of you guys, the same old. And in my travels, as I was out here, I decided to, you know, not just bring the camera, but to, you know, give you a little tour, all right, and show you guys, you know, what's out here, what's available out here, and all this other stuff, because a lot of you guys have been asking me more and more to show you guys neighborhoods like this, you know what I mean, to show you guys, you know, what's out here, not just from a central perspective, but you know, to check out, you know, the other neighborhoods, you know, because these are the more residential neighborhoods, these are the more nicer neighborhoods. Here, look at that place there, you can probably see from here. Okay, and so some of these condos, you know, they go anywhere. These are condominiums out here. Some of them, like those are condos, like it says there. Some of them are huge homes, like this huge home, but some of these condos out here, they probably go for like around 700, 600 bucks a month, $1,000 a month, just depending on the size of the place that you want. So, you know, right now I'm walking a little slow because I got a little bit of a bum knee at the moment. I know you guys are always very, you know, inquisitive and wondering about me and my health and all that good stuff. But anyways, but yeah, like I said, you know what I mean? I'm like not really in any mood or shape. I'm always in the mood to make videos, don't get me wrong. But I'm not really in any shape to be doing this video and walking around. But I'm still gonna do it because I gotta do it. Like I said, I'm not in this neighborhood or this area, you know, too much. I'm not going that direction, but I wish I could show you. Look at that's like a bigger building there. Looks like a nicer, fuller construction there. You know, there's still people selling things out of their house. You know, it's still Mexico. You know, again, bigger properties. You know, these are older properties. But anyway, so what we're gonna be doing today. As you guys can hear from the background, there's still the guy selling sweets and breads and all that. Look at this huge ass house. Look at this one for sale. Look at this other one here. So this is a nice neighborhood, you know what I mean? A very nice neighborhood. In fact, it's one of the nicer neighborhoods out here in Merida. And you know, you guys should check it out because there's opportunities. You know, maybe you might not be able to afford, you know, to buy this huge, you know, property situation there, but maybe, you know, you might be able to invest in something like this and turn it into whatever you want to turn it, you know what I mean? But again, it's up to you. I'm just showing you the areas. You know, here's your little bread place, you know, sweets, you know, in case you want to walk. But again, you notice that in this neighborhood, it is very different than, let's say, my neighborhood. And like in my neighborhood, you're gonna see a lot more, you know, of the little stores, the bakeries, you know, the people, you know, selling stuff and being more of an entrepreneur type stuff. And out here, it's a little less. It's just, it's way more residential. And not just more residential, but, you know, yeah, as you guys can see, you know what I mean? It's just the bigger homes, the people living out here, you know, the cars, you know, just a bunch of different things, you know, like look at that big house there. Right in front with a nice Corvette, and I can go on and on. So, you know, we see a lot of construction, big construction. Look at these homes, you know, look like big houses slash town homes, all that stuff. See? So, yeah, basically what I'm gonna be doing is just, again, like I said, you know, just showing you, walking around the neighborhood, and we're on our way to Gran Plaza. So we're gonna go to Gran Plaza, which is, you know, just a mall, a big mall out here in this area, and just showing you, you know what I mean, like you know, what you can expect out of an area like this. If you're living in an area like this, you see how things are more spread out, you see the construction, you see the kind of, you know, differences in architecture and way of living and all this other stuff. So, you know, again, if you have a few more bucks in your pocket and you can afford to live somewhere like this, and this is what you want, then, well, you got it. You know, it's all here, it's all available. You know, in this neighborhood here, let me show you real quick on the map exactly where we are. All right, and where, in a sense, I guess where we're going. So I said, you know, like it says, you see on the map that we're going to Gran Plaza, which is that mall that's right from here, you know, right close to here. And we're walking through this neighborhood in no particular order or anything like that. But again, you know, as you guys, you know, can see from the cars, from the homes, from the properties, you know, things are just a bit different out here. So all the way out there, you see more of those townhomes. This seems to be just one huge property, huge property, huge property, huge property, you know, and things like that. But again, I'm just showing you guys, we're walking around, nothing in particular here. We're in the north of the city, not quite all the way up north by the periférico, but close enough to the north, where you would be seeing you know, all the northern things, you know, which means, you know, all the comforts that are in the north, not just the bigger homes, the bigger streets, the more the better built infrastructure, but you know, so much more other stuff that comes with it. In fact, I have been exploring a lot more of the north. I have been exploring a lot more of this city, the north, but everything included. And yeah, long story short, you know what I mean, the more north you go, the more it looks like the US, the more it feels like the US. You know, if you're out here and you got kids, you got a family, it might be better for you, you know, to be somewhere like the north, and maybe even northern, more north of where we are now. I guess this used to be a school here, not quite sure, seems like abandoned. Great opportunity for anyone who wanted to pick up some property. Maybe it's just abandoned because, you know, we haven't had school for over a year and a half, and maybe there's just a regular school, but who knows. But again, look at where we are, you know what I mean? Look at that home right there. You might not be able to see, but there's, you know, electric fencing on top, you know what I mean, for protection. They got cameras, you know, the whole nine. So yeah, out here you're gonna have a lot more security. You're gonna be a lot safer out here in this area, because again, this area is where the money is. So if this area is where the money is, you already know it's the same thing as back home. Look at this huge home here. But you already know how it goes, you know. They protect more of the areas that have all the money, so you're gonna see more protection out here, meaning, you know, it's even safer. You know, Merida's already safe enough, but this is even safer being in an area like this, because again, you have the full protection of the, you know, things like cameras, you know, high-end surveillance equipment, the police, and I could go on, you know what I mean? And yeah, you know, basically if you don't belong in this neighborhood, they'll make sure to let you know and go from there. So just FYI, all right? So, you know, again, you know, this is just another perspective of another neighborhood out here in Merida. Again, this area is Montes De Ame. I don't know if I'm saying it right or not. And you know, you get to see there's like a lot less action here, a lot less movement. It's a lot quieter. Oh, finally a dog. We heard a dog. See, in my neighborhood, you know, we're walking around and like every other person has a dog, and so on and so forth. So yeah, you know, like I said, you know, we're on our way here to like a main avenue in order to get to Plaza Grande. But yes, yeah, a lot of homes here I notice have a lot of cameras in this area, this section. A lot of homes, you know, the more higher end homes, you know, with the higher end cars. So yeah, like a Nissan out here is like a high-end car, FYI. It's a little different. So, but yeah, so it seems like there's some construction going on up ahead. I'm here limping. I should have not made this video today. I should have just stayed home. Not stayed home, but I should have just gone back home instead of walking around to the mall, you know, for 20 plus minutes. But yeah, bruh. So I'm actually doing some work on myself, meaning I'm actually doing some exercise, going to the gym. I found a few gyms that don't have the super crazy restricted protocols, you know, like in other parts of the city. And yeah, basically the more north you go, the less restrictions there are, or the less you know, they have to comply to with a lot of those restrictions. So I have to go out of my way and go to the north and meet my friend, which is kind of like my personal trainer there, helping me, you know, get better, you know what I mean, like get my knees and get my lower body and upper body back into game shape, and so on and so forth. So it seems like these are like older apartments, you know, and this seems like a lot older construction here, which I'm guessing you could probably get an apartment here for maybe, I mean, I don't know, I don't even know what an apartment would go here for, because it's like everything is so random with pricing. You know, you might end up paying something like $500 for an apartment here, or you know, $300, you know what I mean? I don't know, it's pretty random. You know, I hope I'm going the right way, to tell you the truth, because now as I'm walking, I don't know where the hell I'm going, because I've never been through this neighborhood, I've never been in this area. So to me, I have no clue in a sense of where I am. So as I'm talking to you now and I'm pointing the camera forward, I'm literally looking at my phone and looking at the map at the same time, trying to like do triple duty here to make sure I'm going the right way. Okay, it seems like I'm going the right way. All right. So again, you know what I mean, you see like bigger properties out here, you know, bigger homes. I know it's kind of dark and stuff like that. I'll fix that in post editing, but yeah, it's because it's late afternoon, a lot of clouds. But look at some of these homes, you know, some of these homes are nice. I'm not gonna lie, some of these properties are nice. And so, you know, again, you know, like you'll find like super nice properties, and then you'll find empty lots like this. And I can already see, you know, they're either about to start some construction here, or they're just using it, you know, to hold material for the next construction. You got a hole, look at that, careful, kids. But like I said, you know, they got tons of properties all over. And so like if you were somebody that lived out here like 30 years ago, 40 years ago, and you still have your property or your house or your whatever out here, dude, are you kidding me? Like, you know, your property value has skyrocketed, and now all of a sudden it's worth a lot more. You know what I mean? They got crazy dogs. You know, the dogs out here are nicer, they're posh. You know, that dog looked like, I mean, first of all, the dog had a collar, he was clean, he was shampooed, taken care of. He probably just escaped from somebody's home. But then again, you know, now as we're getting closer to the mall, you know, you're seeing things are a little bit different. You know, things are just the construction is just, you know, getting back to a little bit older, I guess. Oh, we're seeing a Modelorama, you know what I mean, which is the beer store. Okay, so yeah, you know what I mean, we're just showing you the neighborhood. So, you know, Merida has lots to offer. You know, one of the main things that I always talk about is how this area, this city especially, is becoming more and more first world, you know what I mean, meaning you know, all of the comforts and luxuries that we get from the US. And so, you know, if you want to live in a big ass posh home like this, or you want to live in a very, very, very nice area that you would not be able to afford back home, you can do it here. You know what I mean? Out here, you know, again, an apartment that would cost you $2,000 in the US is like $700 here, and that can go on and on. So, you know, with things like that being said, you know, you can live in a home like mine for $250, or you can live in a nice posh apartment or nice posh, you know, place, or even an area like this, for very, very, very cheap, very reasonable price in comparison to whatever the hell you were paying back home. All right. So, but, and again, so like, you know, what do I mean? So it doesn't matter where you want to live. If you want to live in El Centro, if you want to live in the south of the city, the east of the city, the west of the city, or you want to live in the north of the city, it doesn't really matter, because, you know, the reality is that no matter where you live in the city, you have access to everything in the city. You follow me? So as you guys can see there, now we're getting more to like the main street. I'm guessing that's the mall over there. So we're gonna walk a little bit more over there. That's just like an empty lot. You might not be able to see, but all the way out back there, you know, that's like that Mayan, the very, very famous Mayan museum. You know, we got buildings out there, more buildings, okay? and all this other stuff. In fact, let's get to the other side here, so that way it'll be a lot easier for you guys to see from that other side of the street. So out here, as you guys can see, they're about, you know, they're gonna build something. You already know. They've already excavated it. They've already done a lot of the preliminary work to build something here. All right, and like I was saying, all the way over there, you get to see the Mayhem Museum. You get to see like all this, you know, there's a lot of stuff over there on that avenue, buildings and things like that. I know it's hard to see from here, but at least you can get an idea. All right, and again, you know, you can see like all their nicer buildings all around, all over the place, all right, in which you can you know, come and explore on your own. And you can see the streets, you know, look at the streets out here, nicer. Again, everything is just, because a lot of this stuff, a lot of this construction, a lot of these things, they have recently been put here. You know, a lot of this stuff has maybe been put here a decade ago or less, but like, that's what I'm saying, you get to see it in different processes, you know, in different aspects of the building. You know what I mean? Like, so, you know, a lot of this infrastructure was built, you know, maybe like a decade ago, but a lot of this stuff has also been put here. A lot of this stuff has also been put here not too long ago, like literally not that long ago. You know what I mean? And so, you know, that's the situation. You know what I mean? Out here, so, you know, depending on who you are and where you come from and all these other things, will depend a lot on what, not just what neighborhood you'll fit in and want to be in and all that stuff, but you know, where you, yeah, exactly, where you want to live and spend most of your time in. So, all right, so as you guys can see, that's like even more of the main street there. There's not really much to see here. It's a parking garage here. It's another building there. I'm trying to figure out what would be the best route, you know what I mean, for me to show you a little bit. I'm not really going to show you much per se of the mall. We're just trying to get here to a little bit over 20 minutes. You know how my videos are. So I guess I'll show you this area. I don't know. Well, anyways, so this is behind the mall. All right, just more of the regular stuff you probably already seen. I think I'm going to show you this way. All right, we're going to show you this. All right, going forward. All right, I'm going to put the camera on my face. I am very hot, very tired, very everything. All right, very hungry, very dirty, very everything. All right, give me a little bit of everything. So, you know, here we got like the bus stop or what have you. You know, you got everybody, you know, just getting ready for their next thing, you know, whatever that next thing is. So as you guys can see, the cars out here in this area a little nicer. This is again Gran Plaza. We're on the outskirts, you know, kind of walking around the area of the Gran Plaza. Not really much to see here except the parking garage and whatever else I see up in front of me. But you know, that's another thing too that a lot of people have misconceptions on. Like I said, it doesn't matter what part of the city you're in, you have malls. You got things like Office Max, PetSmart, Best Buy. Well, Best Buy is not here anymore, but whatever, you know. And you know, I can go on and on. You know, Radio Shack, Office Depot, so many American stores. When you go inside the mall, they have everything from Bed Bath & Beyond, well, the Mexican version. Bed Bath & Beyond here is actually really expensive. They got Levi's, they got everything. They got everything. They got an Apple store, but no official Apple store, but semi-official. You know, they do belong to Apple, but it's a different situation there. And I can go on and on, you know what I mean? So, you know, basically anything you want. And as each day goes on, there's more and more stuff out here. You know, again, you know, they have BMW dealers. I've seen Ferraris, I've seen Porsches, I've seen it all. And each day, as it keeps growing and growing and growing, again, I'm making a video now from this area because I just went to see some people in this area and I'm like, all right, I'm here, let me film a little bit more. So let me show you. In fact, let me cross the street over here. So here's the mall. All right, that's the entrance. I can't go in the entrance. I'm not gonna go in the mall and they don't let me film. You already know, it's just the mall, guys. It's just the mall. All right, so that's the mall. All right, and then out front of the mall, you know, things are open again in the sense of what's open. They got all the little, you know, all the little places that sell stuff, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, all kinds of snacks and food. I think it's mostly for kids and the younger crowd, you know, the mall, the kids, you know, we used to hang out at the mall rats, all that stuff. And just, you know, snacks and all this other stuff, you know, for the kids, in order for the kids to, you know, grab their snack. And not just the kids, you know what I mean? This is like a Mexican thing, you know, everybody loves their snacks. Everybody loves to eat out here. Everybody loves to enjoy life, you know, that's what we do out here. So And yeah, like I said, so if you notice, you know what I mean, in this area you're gonna see a lot more people, a lot, you know what I mean, again, without having to wear the face diaper, you know what I mean, you're just gonna see it everywhere. Because again, in this area is a little bit more privilege, it's a little bit nicer, they have a little bit more, you know what I mean, they can get away with a little bit more. And I can go on, so that's like a giant park over there, all kinds of, like, they got like a giant playground over there, they got all kinds of stuff, and I can go on and on. See out here when you lose your dog, all right, same old. But yeah, you're gonna see, again, you saw a few things hanging there, you saw a few more things hanging here. Okay, you know, the lady selling snow cones. She's selling snow cones over there. Yeah, and I can go on and on. And then, you know, you're gonna see tons of properties out here, like this property. This property seems like it's abandoned or went out of business during the whole COVID situation. So now this is a great opportunity for somebody else to come in and you know, fix this up or whatever. I mean, take advantage of the situation. So, you know, like I said, that's like another, seems like another apartment type building there, and they got someone is selling stuff over there, empty spot. And here's another entrance to the mall, Sanborns. You know, that's like a kind of like a famous store out here in Mexico. So yeah, so basically, you know, I gave you a quick little tour, you know, of area. Look at that building back there, you know. So I just gave you a quick little tour. We're walking around the Montes De Ame neighborhood, so you guys can get a better idea and check out exactly what's here and how things kind of flow. Now I'm here at the mall. I'm here at the mall entrance. So now I'm gonna, you know, sit down, catch my breath, do some stretches on my knee real quick, call the Uber, go home, and get some rest because I'm tired as hell. But yeah, you know, just so you guys can see, if you haven't already seen. So, you know, these are also things that people are always asking me, you know, if they have things like this, like the ramps. And then again, you know, you got the signs, you know, just the regular signs. So you got the Sanborns, they got the movie theater, they got all the, you know, Forever 21s, all the Radio Shacks, all the stores that they have in the mall. And then on top of that, you know what I mean, they got you know, things like the grocery store, the regular parking lot, and I can go on and on. It's a mall, right? So very hot. All right, so guys, with that being said, I really hope you enjoyed today's little walk around this neighborhood of Montes De Ame here in the north of the city, in the north of Merida, Mexico. I really hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys, I know I didn't really say much, I was just showing you more than anything else, but hey, you know what I mean, that's, you know, a lot of people just, that's all you guys want, you know what I mean, you just want to see what's around and all that good stuff. So with that being said, guys, you already know the deal. If you like this kind of content, you know, all you got to do is don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please hit that bell icon. But more importantly than anything else, please stay awesome. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to catch me on the next one. See you guys later, guys. Bye.